Sunday night.
Let's move.
A perfect night for crime. A perfect night for me.
You've got to help me.
Me TV, that is. With detectives.
My name is Gunn.
Fugitives.
I didn't kill her.
Guns. Surly.
This is the Twilight Zone.
And much, much more.
You'll go along with that, won't you?
Sunday Night Noir, starting at 10/9 Central on Me TV.
Hi, I'm John Malos, and welcome to this edition of Connect with Me, live on the showroom floor at Ventura TV, Comcast 187, 43.6. Today, we have a guest in the studio that is going to teach you how to use all those software programs on your computer. You want to be retrained for a job? Today's your day to watch Connect with Me, 436 Me TV, 436 Me TV, hit option 11. Back in a moment. Of course, you know the new telephone number by now. Of course, I don't know it yet. That was obvious a few seconds ago. 436 Me TV is the number. And, of course, hit option 11 and turn down the sound on your television, because if you don't, we're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem. Me TV, we've got a problem because we won't be able to hear you. 436 Me TV, hit option 11, turn down that sound. Well, today it's Ask an Expert Day, and of course our expert is a computer expert. How many of you out there, or how many of you know someone who's been laid off their job, and now they have no computer skills, but they want to reapply themselves into the workforce? And how do you do that? I mean, if you don't have computer skills in this day and age, you're not going to qualify for many jobs because they're all computer-based. Not all of them, but many of them. So now you need to be retrained, right? Well, enter Patricia Mullaly. She is an expert, a computer expert. Let's go to the videotape and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. She's been teaching at the Fresno Adult School now for the better part of 14 years. There she is. She teaches people how to use certain programs on the computer like PowerPoint, like Excel, and many others. And that is especially important for those baby boomers right now, or even those people that are in their 40s, people who've been laid off their jobs and need to be retrained for today's workforce. This is for people who can't wait. They need to learn it, and they need to learn it now. Patricia teaches crash courses on all of the software programs, both at the Fresno Adult School, and she also teaches one-on-one lessons at her house. Live in our studio right now is Patricia Mullaly. She teaches at the Fresno Adult School. And if you have a question about computers, you might want to watch today's program here on Connect with Me. 436 Me TV is a telephone number. Hit option 11. You know, it's a very important topic today because there's so many people that need to be retrained, so many people that have been laid off because of the economic climate and situation in not only in the country but in our state, and especially hard hit right here in the Central Valley. If you don't have those computer skills, you may get aced out of a job that you're applying for. There's no question about it. So those computer skills are all too important. And in today's world, it's, you know, you buy a computer, it's obsolete like 2 months later. We all know that. But the programs, PowerPoint, Excel, some of those others, you might need to know how to work those programs if you want to qualify for a job. So we're back with our guest, our expert, in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Frigidaire. We introduced the first home freezer, the first pulsator agitator washer, and now we introduce the Frigidaire Orbit Clean dishwasher, designed with a unique wash arm that gives you 4 times more water coverage for a consistently better clean. Frigidaire, over 90 years of legendary innovation.
See the full line of Frigidaire appliances at Ventura TV Electronics and Appliances.
And of course, we all know the high unemployment rate right here in the Central Valley. It hasn't changed much in years. It stays right around 14, 15, 16%. And there's so many people that, even in this day and age, especially people my age or even a little bit younger, because they didn't grow up with computers. They don't understand the computer. They don't understand the internet or all these software programs that are coming into place right now as far as Macs are concerned and even PCs. So, enter the picture here. Patricia Mullaly is my guest from Fresno Adult School. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good morning.
Oh, good morning to you. So, am I right on when I say, or when I just said in my monologue, that there's so many people that need to be retrained to put them back in the workforce?
That's right. A lot of people have lost their jobs. They've been working for 10 years. They lose their jobs. They have no idea what the new software is like, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So they come to me at Fresno Adult School and they learn these classes, crash course computer classes.
Yeah. So how many clients do you have on a regular basis?
I'm pretty busy every day. I work during the day in my home office. People come to me, 3-hour crash course class, or I'll go to them. And I also am teaching nighttime classes at Fresno Adult School.
Okay, and you've been doing this for a year, but how many clients would you say that you have? You know, you also work with businesses, right?
Well, I've got about 1,200 clients right now. But
yeah,
in the last, just since January, about 400 people.
And what do you charge?
I charge $99 for a 3-hour session if you come to me, and I charge $120 if I come to your office.
Okay.
And the classes at Fresno Adult School are cheaper than that.
How much?
They're $39, and then you buy a crash course computer book from me, because I write crash course computer books, and the book is $25.
Okay, how many people come to you that are baby boomer age?
Oh, many people. Many people are coming to me at all ages, not just
What's
baby
the youngest?
boom.
What's the youngest, would you say? In their 30s?
I get 20s and 30-year-olds.
That's unusual, because you'd think the 20 and 30-year-olds know this stuff inside out.
Well, they know how to use a computer, and everybody knows how to do email, but not everybody knows how to use Excel to the extent that they may need it for their job. Of course, they've updated from 2003, Microsoft Office, to 2007. Then they've upgraded to 2010. I think the most current is 2013. So every time you turn around, they've updated the program. So people need to keep updated as well.
When these clients come to you, what's their biggest fear?
Just a lot of times just turning the computer on, getting into the program. A lot of people know a handful of stuff, and they just want to know what else the programs can do. So the people that are coming to me that are looking for jobs, the employers are wanting them to know the Excel program, for example, or QuickBooks. Well, I take them through the whole program from scratch through the program, and then they have more confidence to take a test and tell the employer, I know how to use this program.
Are the clients that are coming to you, are they unemployed? Most of them?
A lot of the people are unemployed. They've lost their jobs, and they're finding it very difficult to find a job because they don't have the computer skills that they need. And that, again, is the most current programs.
We made up a graphic of some of the computer programs, or software programs, I should say, that you teach at the Fresno Adult School and also in the private one-on-one lessons in your home. Yes. Let's put that up on the screen right now, and there it is right there, the crash course that you teach. There it is. You can just list them off right there. You see PowerPoint, you see Excel, and you see many other obviously programs, including QuickBooks. So out of those that you're looking at up on the screen right now, which is the #1 problem for most folks who come in?
Well, I don't think that they have a problem. They don't know everything that the program can do.
But what program do they have a problem with the most? Would it be Excel? Would it be PowerPoint?
QuickBooks and Excel are the most popular. That's what the employers want, and that's what the students are looking for, is to be efficient in
Why those two programs?
Well, especially QuickBooks, because it's a accounting program. It tracks income and expenses. So every company has an accountant or a bookkeeper, and they want those skills. Just a secretary applying for a secretary job, they want those skills.
And so QuickBooks is gonna keep track of all the money coming in, all the money going out. What does Excel do?
It is a spreadsheet program, and not only can you add columns and rows, and you could also keep track of attendance, and wedding planners use it. I had just different. There's different things that you could do. You could create over 100 formulas, and I show you how to even write those formulas. I teach that in my classes.
Yeah. What about PowerPoint?
Believe it or not, that's a very popular program. A lot of people, their employers want them to know PowerPoint. They want them, well, they want to have them to do presentations for the staff maybe, or a sales presentation. It's very, very popular.
Yeah, and do you find that many people come in, they don't know how to work Microsoft Word? They don't know anything about Microsoft Word?
Well, I do teach.
It's basically a typing program.
Well, not necessarily. It's a word processing program. So in Microsoft Word, not only can you type a letter or a resume, but you could create flyers and posters and newsletters. So there's, again, many templates, over 100 type templates that you could come up with, anything that you
And of course, Access is up there as well.
Access is a database program. A database stores, sorts, and retrieves information. Many companies use Access to keep track of their customers, their products that they sell.
And how many people come in, they want web design training?
Well, again, the businesses, if you go to computer classes in Fresno in any major search engine, I'm on the top of the major search engines, and I don't pay for that. And that's what I teach my students. If you have a business, a lot of home-based businesses I deal with, I teach them the HTML web page code, how to put keywords into the code, and how to get their web page on top of the search engines without paying somebody else to do it, which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Maybe $500 for one web page if you have a company do it for you.
All right, we're talking with Patricia Mullaly. She works at the Fresno Adult School, teaches all the computer software type programs that you'll need if you're applying or reapplying for a job. 436-ME-TV is the number. Hit option 11. Make sure and turn down the sound on your television set. We're going to be back with more of our program. Make sure and call in if you got a question. You know, if you want to retrain for a job, today is your day to watch Connect with Me on Me TV Fresno.
Weeknights on Me TV. Who loves you, baby?
You shouldn't ask.
It's Kojak
Well, it sounds like music to my ears.
on Me TV.
Look at me.
Why do we love him?
Maybe it's the way I comb my hair.
Or maybe it's his trusty right-hand man.
More bite? Cracker! Cracker! Cracker!
Well, I just wanted to hear how it sounded.
Telly Savalas is Kojak.
Story of my life, baby.
Weeknights at 12:30, 11:30 Central on Me TV.
Who loves you?
This ever-changing world of ours, it's changing by the minute. You know, you walk into the Apple store, you buy a computer, you walk into, say, I don't know, Best Buy and buy a Windows computer. Next thing you know, you turn on the TV and there's something new that came out. Your object that you just bought, your computer, whatever you bought, is now obsolete. It's like, you know, why even buy it? I mean, it's amazing, but you need it in today's competitive world. If you're going to be in the workforce, if you're working part-time, if you're working full-time, it doesn't matter. These employers, they want computer-skilled people in the workforce, and it's really a necessity in today's world. And so, Patricia Mullaly, why should somebody come to you? There are all sorts of people here in the Central Valley, I would assume, that teach the same kind of computer classes, software classes. They probably even work with Apple. Why should I come to you?
Well, because there isn't anybody that does what I do. I do a crash course, 3-hour, one-on-one.
Wait a minute. There's no one in Fresno or the Central Valley that does one-on-one crash courses like you do?
They do, but they're not a 3-hour crash course. They're 10 hours, they're 2 weeks, they're 3 days. People want fast. They want to get in, get out, and get the work done.
Okay, fast is one thing, but how many people come in that are, say, in their 40s, 50s, 60s that need to be retrained? How many of those people come in that can absorb that type of information in 3 hours?
Well, I write crash course computer books, and my crash course computer books...
yeah, but that doesn't explain how they absorb the information.
Well, they don't necessarily have to absorb it, because I have step-by-step the instructions here. So we go through it once, and then 3 times for geniuses, 7 times for everybody else. It's all about practice. So I go through the entire program with the student. Then they could go home and do it on their own, practice at the library. But I'm just giving you everything as quickly as I can. These books came out of my 350-page college books. And I worked at Fresno City College for 5 years in their computer lab, and we had to know all of these answers. So I took my 350-page college books, and I condensed them in 2003 into under 50 pages. Throughout the years, I've updated them to 07, 2010, and they're literally all the steps that you would learn in a 4-month college class, condensed into, well, I'm doing it in a 3-hour one-on-one. I've taught them in 6-hour crash course classes as well as Fresno Adult School, which the Excel is coming up the second week in June, and it's a 6-hour Tuesday night at 6 o'clock at Manchester. Go to crashcoursecomputerbooks.com, and the schedule is on there. So the semester will be over with in June, and then we'll start again in August.
So you teach a crash course at your house, but if you go to the Fresno Adult School at night, because you're working during the day, now how long is that course?
It's 3 nights, 6 hours. It's 6 to 8.
18 hours, basically.
No, it's 6 hours for one class. So if they
right,
took
so if
Excel,
it's over a 3-day period, it would be 18 hours.
No, it's 2 hours a night.
Oh,
6 to 8 on Tuesday, 6 to 8 Wednesday and Thursday.
Got total of 6 hours. Okay.
And there's, there's a lot of people in there. We fill it up, so we need a little bit more time. It's hands-on. There's computers in the lab, and you follow me step by step through the book. And when you're done, you take it home and you do it yourself and practice.
So if you go to the Fresno Adult School, it's 6 hours, 2 hours a day.
A night.
If you got the private one-on-one lessons, it's 1 day.
It's 3 hours.
3 hours crash course.
And we go through the same book, but it's one-on-one. I've done this for, right now, about 3 years. I've been doing this in my home office and one-on-one because of the budget cuts at Fresno Adult School.
So who are these people that are coming to you, these clients? Are they male? Are they female? Are they...
I have a list there. I have people from Pelco that come. I can't think of all the names. I've taught this staff at Fresno State, over 200 staff. They put me in their big theater room, and I taught the staff there. DeChico's is on there. I taught the owner. So I'm busy every day. I go to their offices as well and teach their staff, or we do a one-on-one in my home office. I do a 10 to 1 or a 1 to 4.
Yes, I see. We have a phone call here. We're going to take this phone call real quick, and then I'll ask you a question here about someone on the list here. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, John. To Patricia, maybe 1 or 2 questions.
Yeah.
Can you bring your own computer?
When I do the one-on-one, you could bring your own computer. At school, we have the computers. I don't mind if you
bring... Like the desktop computers.
Yeah, we have the
what
desktop
you have.
computer. Yeah. But if you wanted to bring your laptop, I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
You want to do it on
Do you teach how to burn pictures on CDs or DVDs?
I do a basic computer class. I don't do that particular step, but I could help you with it. I don't have that particular step in any of my books, but I could help you do that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
How are your computer skills? If you don't mind me asking.
For me, John, limited, fairly well, but not great. Which means in Armenia, not too good. Armenia.
Yeah. Are you looking to improve your computer skills?
Yes. My wife thinks I should.
Okay.
My wife thinks I should.
All right. So if you wanted to get, are you interested in getting a hold of Patricia? Well, how would this caller get in touch with you?
She about call me on my phone or hold on, please. I got it. Okay.
Okay. I'm asking Patricia how you can get in touch with her.
Yes.
So how would this caller get in touch with you?
Contact me at my website. It's crashcoursecomputerbooks.com. And or you could call my my office is 225
225
99
99
57.
57.
And
okay.
it's, the area code, of course, is 559.
Yeah. Great, Patricia. Thank you. Thank you, John.
Yeah,
Thank you for calling in. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're going to continue with our program here on Connect with Me on MeTV Fresno. We're talking with Patricia Mullaly. She works at the Fresno Adult School teaching computer software, and she also does one-on-one instructions. 436-MeTV is the telephone number. Hit option 11, turn down the sound, and we'll all be good to go. And we're good to go right now, and we'll come back in a minute.
Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're the save energy, save time, save money place. The Energy Star qualified #1 rated high-efficiency Cabrio from Whirlpool Place. You heard right. Right now, save big on select Whirlpool Cabrio laundry pairs and pay no interest when paid in full within 6 months. At the hometown low price, think outside the big box place. Since 1951, Ventura TV Appliance Center. We're working hard to be your place.
Back with our program here. It's Ask an Expert Day, so call in and ask an expert. Our expert is Patricia Mullaly. She works at the Fresno Adult School. If you're computer illiterate, which to a certain extent, I think you could probably put that tag on me, but if you are, if you know something about computers but aren't totally there yet, you can call Patricia or get in touch with her through the website. We have a video here, Patricia, that we want to show. It is of the one-on-one instruction at your home here, and there's your home right there, and it's like a home office, and there's one of your clients coming in. So why did you decide to do this at home?
About 3 years ago, Fresno Adult School laid off a lot of people because of the budget cuts. And
how many people were laid off?
Well, in this last sweep that I was included in, it was about 200 people. And that was about 3 years ago. And I decided instead of going out and competing for a job, I would do offer one-on-one classes in my home office.
So how do you get the word out that you're available?
Well, if they go to any major search engine, again, you could go to Google and type in computer classes in Fresno, and I'm on the top of the major search engines.
But you don't advertise, say, on the radio or television or newspaper?
Well, I'm
It's
very
word of
lucky to
mouth?
be here, yes, sir.
Okay.
And also the catalog in the Fresno Adult School, that goes out twice a year. And word of mouth, that's a lot of people send their families and their co-workers to me. Mm-hmm. Over the years, I worked at Clovis Adult School for many years, and I'm just exclusively with Fresno now.
So what's the association between the Fresno Adult School and Fresno Unified?
It's a department in the Fresno Unified School District.
It's part of the district?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and they downsized about 3 years ago, is what you're saying?
Well, that was the at Cesar Chavez side.
Okay.
The Fresno Adult School, we generate our own money by advertising and getting people to come into the classes.
Right. Now, explain where people can go to the Fresno Adult School, where it's located.
We're located in Manchester Mall, upstairs
yeah.
North of the food court. If you come in on the Shield side where the carousel is, go right upstairs. Past the food court is the beautiful computer lab.
It's on the same side as the food court.
It's right after the food court.
Yeah.
And it's a beautiful computer lab. We have updated programs in our computers. I'm there at 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. That's the time all my classes start.
Yeah, not in the morning, at night.
No, not in the morning.
A little too early.
Yes.
I guess. Now, let me ask you something. Do you teach anything that has to do with Apple products?
I've had some students come to me with their Apple computers. They come and without telling me that they had an Apple. And what I found is that the Microsoft Office, they didn't upgrade to 07. So they still use the menu, standard, and formatting toolbars. So I just printed up some 2003 books, and we were able to go through the Microsoft Office and Mac with no problem.
Right. Are you as familiar with Mac products as you are the PCs?
No, sir, I'm not.
You're not. So you're basically a PC person.
The majority of employers are using PCs.
Still in this day and age,
Absolutely.
they're using PCs, and mainly the Mac products are for home use. personal use, not so much in the workplace.
Well, in college, they taught us that it was for people that were doing television and graphics. That's the type of people use the Macs. Images, things that have to do with images, websites.
Right.
So
right.
Those type of people use that.
And so one of the you know, I find this interesting because we've talked so much trash on this show for many weeks now, talking about Measure G. It's the vote is coming up, of course, on Tuesday.
We saw that.
And I see that Mid Valley Disposal is one of your clients.
Yes, sir.
Now, who came? Can you tell us who came in?
I remember her last name, Slavin. I think her first name was Susan.
Okay.
But I went to her. I went to her office, and I sat next to her, and I taught her Excel.
You taught her Excel?
I taught her Excel.
Wow.
And then when I heard on TV that they were going to take over the trash, I said,
well, maybe. We don't know yet
maybe.
because the vote's on Tuesday, and they've already got thousands and thousands of absentee ballots, if you saw the Fresno Bee this morning, already in the books, so to speak. We'll see how many people turn out to vote on Tuesday. But are all of your clients on this list here? Do you have others?
Oh, I have others. That's
how many
businesses.
Yeah, how many businesses do you have besides these here on this list? Just these here?
I can't tell you. I don't know.
I've
got
so
about
many.
1,200 people in my database, and a lot of them are businesses.
Right.
But you know, I'd say about probably 90% of the people are one-on-one that want to learn how to use this program to get a job. That's their purpose.
Another call here. Good morning. You're on Connect with Me. How are you this morning? Hello?
I'm fine.
Hey,
Hello?
you're on the air. Go ahead.
I'm on the air?
You're on the air. What's your question? Turn down the sound on your TV. What's your question?
I don't have a TV on, and I'm calling about free TV.
Oh, well, that's not. Okay, you're calling the wrong number. Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Nope, you're live on the air. Okay.
Maybe you want computer training.
Do
Go to
you need computer training?
crashcoursecomputerbooks.com.
No, I'm sorry. I don't know who I got hold of. I have no computer. All right, bye.
Well, you know, that's the problem. We got a phone number, and it goes to voicemail, okay? And if you hit the wrong option, that's the danger of live TV. So that's one of the dangers of having that phone number the way it is. But anyway, we're talking to Patricia Mullaly and talking about some of the businesses that you have. What's the most unusual request that you've had that you can think of over the last 14 years? I'm sure there have been plenty of them, but...
Yeah, not really unusual, but just recently I did an office with 8 people. I've taught, and the owner wanted me to come in for 8 separate days and teach one person at a time. And I said, okay, that's fine with me. Where normally
how many people?
There was 8 people, but I taught one person at a time every day. I went in for 8 days.
Right, so 8 days in a row.
Yeah, I never had done that before, but I'm very flexible and will be, help you. If you don't want to do a 10 to 1 or a 1 to 4, I'll do a 12 to 9 to 12.
Do you find that some people come in and they learn a computer program like Excel, and then they need to relearn it?
Oh, I have a lot of relearners. I have a lot
customers.
From 2003. They definitely come in and want to learn 07 and 2010. A lot of repeat customers.
Right, and then of course you'll get the next wave when the next
it's job
product
security.
comes out. Yeah, it's job security. When the next obviously next Excel or Word comes out, or who knows what, they'll have to relearn how to use that tool as well.
QuickBooks again is a very popular program. So if you need to know how to use QuickBooks now, go to crashcoursecomputerbooks.com, and in 3 hours I'll teach you how to use that program.
Right. Is that better than, say, going to a bookstore and buying that book that says computers or software for dummies?
Well, I can't say, anything mean or bad about anybody else's book, but when I started to do this, I wanted to see what my competition was. So I did go to the bookstore and I took pictures of all the books, and a lot of them said, the Bible, 3,000 pages, and they're just not hitting it. People don't want 3,000-page books.
We're out of time, sadly. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank
Patricia
you very
Mullaly
much.
of the Fresno Adult School. Thanks for being with us today. Thanks for your phone calls. We're back tomorrow with another edition of Connect with Me on Me TV Fresno.